Good evening, everybody. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce myself to you this evening. I'm Mrs. Young, and my role here at TPS is Lead of Global Citizenship, but most importantly to you, Head of Year 7. As part of that Head of Year 7 role, my job is to support you and to make sure that throughout your whole time here at TPS, you cared for, you are getting the best education, but most importantly, you are enjoying your school time and making the most of that. Now, first of all, what I want to go through with you is the fact that we are a team. I want us to be the best year group in this school. By the time that you leave in 5 years' time, which sounds quite scary, but it will come round very quickly, by the time we leave in 5 years' time, I want you to make sure that you have achieved everything that you've dreamed of and accessed absolutely everything that we've had to offer, so that we can have the best grades and set you up for your future careers and entering into the adult world. So to be the best team, we need to be the most respectful, the most enthusiastic, we need to be creating the best global citizens, and also we need to make sure that we're looking after each other. To be part of a team means that we care for each other every single day, and we make sure that we are making the most of our time here at TPS, whether that's in lessons and working together or outside of lessons in our extracurricular and enrichment time. My role is to make sure that I know everything about you and I can support you in every single way possible. So whether that's in lessons or as a pastoral role and a safeguarding role. But I want us to have the best attendance and to enjoy school the most out of every single year group. As I say, I've got very high aspirations for you as a year group, and I want us to make sure that we are making every single second count that we're in school, and that starts from this meeting. After this meeting, I want us to make sure that we are taking part in every single thing that we can do to start our experience together, whether that's summer school, the family fun challenges that I'm going to set you over the holiday, and just generally getting yourselves organised and ready for starting TPS. I'm really, really excited to be your head of year, and I hope that you're excited to start in September. So a few things that I've got to go through with you this evening. So we're going to start to look at our TPS values. Now these underpin absolutely everything that we do here at school. We'll look at the acronym of PRIORY, and we've put some key words and key attributes that we feel are really important to making your time here successful. So perseverance. It is really important that in life that we have to persevere. If we find something difficult, which inevitably we will because we're learning, it's important that you persevere through that and still try to succeed. Just because something's difficult doesn't mean that it's impossible to do. It is all about persevering, and we've had a lot of different perseverance tasks over the last few years. Respect, and I've talked about this already. We need to respect ourselves, each other, and our environment. We've got one planet that we're living on, and we need to make sure that we are respecting that and looking after it and each other. Okay, giving ourselves the best opportunities in the future. And that links to innovative as well, because some of you may have some absolutely amazing ideas on climate change, and I'd really love for you to be innovative and making sure that you're taking every opportunity in school. Again, opportunity. We have so many different things for you to do at school, whether that's be in lessons, enrichment, trips, and clubs, making sure that you are taking those up. We don't put them on because we think that we want to make it a chore for you to take part. We make sure that we've got every opportunity for you to have time with your friends at school, but also to learn new skills and to develop you as a person, your characteristics and your communication skills. Be reflective. I think this is something that's really important. I'm going to talk to you about our equipment later and thinking about a purple pen. We use reflection all the time in lessons. We make mistakes in life, and that's important that we make mistakes because we need to reflect to be able to move forward. There is no point in just continuing doing something without reflecting, and that's why it's a really important TPS value for us. And most importantly, you are an individual, you count, you can achieve absolutely anything that you want to achieve, and you are the hero of your own life. You are the one that is the only one that can control what you are doing. You're the one that can make sure that you have high aspirations. You're the one that can make sure that you dedicate your time to achieve the best possible things that you can. You can be your hero. Now, as I said to you before, my role in school is about becoming global citizens and creating our global citizenship curriculum. Now, this links highly to our PSHE curriculum. However, it is a separate curriculum in itself because we believe in powerful knowledge for global citizens through our curriculums in lessons. However, just having the grades isn't going to set you up to be the best person that you can be and to make sure that you can achieve. So, as you can see on the screen, we have our ambition. Now, myself and Miss Jordan wrote this a good 18 months ago, and we're well on our way to making sure that everybody understands what it is to become a global citizen and why it's so important. So, I'm not going to apologise for reading our ambition out, and it does link to our prior values as well. And I want you to take stock of this because this is my dream for you as you leave here at school, and I want everybody to be able to say when they leave in year 11, I've succeeded at Miss Young's ambition for being a global citizen. So our ambition is that all students will be able to engage and contribute meaningfully and positively in community, society and the world. They will be confident, innovative and ambitious for themselves and others, absolutely believing that they are the masters of their own fate. They will understand the complexities of life and have the necessary skills to persevere and to face these challenges positively. They will know that the world is ever changing and that they must find a productive way to be successful in it. They will know that the dangers and opportunities within our world and will strive to improve themselves, reflecting on their actions and choices. Students will also recognise their rights and responsibilities, and they will demonstrate excellent manners and will be respectful of themselves, their environment and each other. And they will believe in themselves and the contribution that they pay in seeking out opportunities to improve our world, particularly helping those who are vulnerable, and they will know that they are the next generation of heroes. Now, parents listening and students listening, that is very aspirational, but it's what I want you to achieve. To become the best, that's exactly what we need to do. And I will keep reiterating this to you whilst you're in school. And it's throughout all of our curriculum, but it is really important that you understand that's what our goal is for you. So when we're looking at achieving that goal, it's making sure that our attendance is perfect, okay? Obviously we have illnesses and the last academic year hasn't been perfect for us all. However, when you need to be in school and learning every single day. So if you're not going to be in school, you need to notify us of any absence and the reason. And please do not take holidays during school time. These won't be authorised. It's important that you're here every day so you can get the most out of the experiences that we're offering, but also we do attendance rewards and attendance trips as well. So it's something to look forward to for being here every single day. Our uniform policy, I know that you've already had this sent in the post to you and you've also got access to this online, okay? Normal, very, very similar to your primary uniform expectations. We want you to be proud of your uniform. We want you to look professional so that we're setting you up for that work routine that you're going to go towards when you leave us. So there's a couple of changes that some of you, if you've got older siblings in the school or you've had people pass through the school already, that I just need to make you aware of. Okay, so we're changing the school skirts. So at the moment there's a couple of issues with them being a little bit tight or too short. So we're eradicating that and making sure that we've got the pleated skirts. So make sure that you are a pleated skirt wearer only. And also with our school bags, again, when I was at school, I always carried a rucksack to make sure nothing fell out and that I could fit everything in. And at the moment, people are using their blazers to carry things, and it's not helping people being organised, and we're losing equipment and we're forgetting either key books or key equipment for our lessons. So a rucksack, please, preferably black from September. No handbags or anything like that, making sure that you have a black rucksack, please. And as it says on there, if you're in incorrect uniform, we have got spare, so we can swap that for you and we'll make a phone call home. So please make sure that you've checked the policy and you've looked at that before we come in September. Mobile phones. I know we live off these at the moment, and particularly with the pandemic as well, we're relying upon our mobile phones for a lot more things. However, When you're in school, and this does relate to earphones as well, we don't want them to be seen. We want you to make the most of every opportunity and to develop your communication skills with each other. If you're spending your break and lunchtime on games, looking down like this and not engaging with other people, that's going to be to your detriment. So we don't want mobile phones out in lessons or at break and lunchtime. Same for headphones. They shouldn't be seen. They should be in the bottom of your bag, switched off. And by all means, we understand that you need them when you're travelling to and from school, particularly for those of you that are coming from quite a distance. So that's absolutely fine. But please make sure that they're off when you're in school and we don't see them. If we do see them, we will confiscate them, and they'll be handed to reception, and parents and carers will need to come and collect them at the end of the day. Right, so moving around the building, again, it's been very different for us in this recent years because of the COVID pandemic. However, it's really meant that we can start to build some routines and some structures when we're moving around the room, so that around the school, should I say, so that we can respect each other. So when we move around the building, sometimes older year groups are already in their lessons because they have double lessons in some lessons. So we need to make sure that we're showing them respect. So as we move around the building, every year group is the same. We walk on the left-hand side and we walk single file and quietly, but you will be escorted around by your teachers. So it's not that you're going to get lost, and it's just so that we can have a calm manner as we move around and we are ready for our learning and we're on time. Student conduct. Now, this is something that if we're going for our global citizenship ambition and to be the best year group, that we shouldn't have any issues with our student conduct. As I've already said, we want the absolute best for all of you. We don't want interruptions into our lessons. Your teachers spend a lot of time tirelessly planning your lessons to make sure that you are getting the best information and the best education. We don't want to disrupt that. We want to make sure that we are respecting each other and making sure that everybody in our classroom has the opportunity to learn. If you're disrupting, you're not just disrupting your own learning, you're disrupting everybody else's in the classroom, and that's not fair on their futures. So we need to make sure that we're positive in lessons and that we have high expectations of our work rate and engagement. And I don't think that's anything abnormal for what you're expected at your current schools. Okay, so I referred to before about reflection and our equipment. So we'd like you to be prepared, again, making sure that you're ready for September. A minimum of 2 pens and pencils every single day with a ruler, rubber and a purple pen and highlighter. Now, these need to be in a pencil case so that they don't get lost. And in your bag, so that then with your planner, which we will give you in September, you have everything you need for every single lesson. So even if your pen runs out, you've got your spare and you're ready. It doesn't disrupt your learning. We have got stationery available for you all at tutor time. So once we've done our tutor check so that you're ready and you're prepared for the day, we have got stationery available for those that have either forgotten or it's broken, and we can support you with that. But ideally, you need to be prepared and organised for your day ahead. Our home learning. Now, we're not going to set hours and hours and hours of home learning. However, it is really important that we do set you home learning. It will all be about retrieval practice. It's not going to be new work that you haven't learnt. It's practicing what you've learnt in your lessons. And as parents, we want you to support your students with that, so that we can make sure that you understand everything and you can accelerate your academic progress as well. We want you thirsty for learning, so making sure that you are doing this independently in your own time helps with that. And if we didn't set this, we wouldn't be setting you up for university and for colleges and adult learning when you have to do things independently as well. Now, most importantly, our reward system. I want you to be rewarded for everything that you're doing well in school, all the extra bits that you're doing, and for just generally being brilliant young beings. So, we have our reward system, which is our merit system. We give those out in lessons, for homework, in social times, for extracurricular clubs, for when you're meeting our higher expectations, and you've got a really good work rate. We also nominate students for the Merit Book, which is our historical book that students write in every single week, and that's what we've kept since the day that we opened as a school, and you can go back and look at all the different names. And we also have Star Student of the Week, which your teachers nominate you for your excellent work in lessons. We also have various incentives for rewards and trips, which I would love to see everybody accessing. So please make sure that you are on board with our merit system and you're trying to get as many as possible. Now, induction's been slightly different. I know myself and Miss Chappell have been around to see quite a lot of you in your different primary schools, and I think Miss Jordan's been around as well to see some of you. And we haven't been able to have our induction days. So we will give you the opportunity with the summer school, but also at the start of the academic year, to come into the school building at the start, and you may be the only ones in the school, so you can make your way around and it's not as daunting for you, because you would have had those induction days normally. We want to ensure that there is consistency, and no matter which primary you've attended, so you all know our expectations and everybody has had the same opportunities when starting. And we want to make sure that you're comfortable, and that's the most important thing for me, that you are comfortable in coming into school and that you feel safe. Okay, so we can optimise that by coming in with a couple of transition visits and also accessing the summer school. Now, a couple of you may have already known this if you've got siblings in older years, but we have the Invictus poem that we find is really, really important when you're starting in year 7. It gives you that encouragement and it gives you that pride when reading it and when chanting this. So I've picked the key sentences that I think are important out of our Invictus poem. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. It's a really, really important statement that we like you to understand. So I'm going to set you a couple of challenges over the next coming weeks, and I will email out to your primary schools. We have our a chant that I would love for you to learn, our Invictus poem, and I'll give merits for those of you that that learn that before we come back in September. I'd be really proud if everybody could do that in September. And also we have our family fun challenge, which I'm going to launch across the whole school. So you can take part, take pictures, and then when you come in September, you can give us and access the competition for completing the different family fun challenges that you can do together at home, but also get rewarded for that. So I will send that out to you so you can all take part in that as well. Can I just reiterate how proud I am of you all for everything you've done so far, and I am so excited to see you in September and for us to start our 5-year journey together with me as your head of year. Thank you for your time this evening, and I look forward to meeting you all either in summer school or in September.